Today, in Roadcraft, we're locating jettisoned rocket boosters on the Deluge map, and I get to wondering, what kind of money would the construction depot pay for a discarded rocket booster? Let's find out. So I figured I'd go out there and try to grab this thing with this crane, and the first thing I wanted to say is, I never noticed this. I was looking at, let's see, where am I at? Right here is this rocket part that we're going to get. We're going to see about that, and so I was like, where's the nearest place I can get a crane? Well, first of all, I was like, which crane do I want? I decided to get the tractor crane just because it may be slow. It's slow to move, but it's like the most reliable, I think. It can go through the deepest water. It can stand in the most unstable position and pick something up. I don't know what we're doing with this thing. This thing may be slow, but this crane's reliable. So I was like, where can I was like, well, this place is close. Yeah, but it's only connected with these bridges, and I didn't want to have to drive this slow-moving crane all halfway around the map. See, to get here, I just noticed this. Yeah, I just wanted to point this out. I just noticed that there's a south way out of this base I never saw before. I thought I'd pull this up and show you. You can still see my tracks through here. Yep, never thought about that. So we're going to go out to get this rocket part. So I don't know, but here's the thing. This objective says find all the missing parts of the rocket booster. So I find it, and the objective isn't to do anything with them. It's just to find them. Now, for all I know, the next objective is to do something with them. I don't know. But the thing is, when I got there, when I found it, it's glowing yellow as if it were an object that I could sell. And I was like, yeah, well, what if the next objective has me do something with it? Well, then it probably wouldn't let me sell it. But what if I can? So I figured, well, as long as I know where it's at, let's go grab it. Get there. It should be, yeah, it's like right on the other side of this. Oh, it's on the other side of these trees. All right, let's go up this road and then we'll bust through the trees. Yeah, so we're going to go see if we can grab it. And so I decided to record this and we're going to see what happens. And if nothing happens, well, then you wouldn't be watching the video because I would have decided, okay, well, that video was crap. We don't use that, but we never know. So we're going to see what we can do with this. These pesky trees out of the way. This thing's like sliding sideways down this hill. So I don't even know if this thing could be picked up. I guess I could have tested that with the scout vehicle. Oh, here's where we find out. Yes, we can pick it up. Yeah, see, I noticed, you see how it's shimmering yellow. It's like, oh, well, we can redeem that for money. I wonder how much it's worth. I was just thinking like, well, how much do we think it's worth? Yeah, how much do we think this thing's worth? You know, I don't want to transport it all the way there with this. This vehicle is slow. Right. Well, we can get us a truck out here. Let's see. Now that we know we can pick it up, where is... I've not played it on this map in a while. Where is the... Oh, I know where it's at. It's way down here, isn't it? Yeah. It is way down here. Well, do we have... Yeah, we've got roads that go all the way there. In fact, from here... let's see. And then, yeah, we've got a road that comes down here to right here. And then I've got a road that goes across, that skirts this coast here. Yeah, that's the fastest way. Yeah, I've got a, well, I don't know if you call this a road, but it is a, I ran a route down it, so it's traversable enough. So where are we at? Okay. If we go straight east, we will get a road. Right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a staying. Oh, actually, that road there hooks to it. All right. So we're going to go north up to this road up here, and we're going to load this onto a truck. That's what I was trying to see. I was trying to see where can I go to load this onto a truck. First, we need to get this machine out of here. All right. So we are down here. All right. I know just the truck for this. I know the exact truck for this. It's brand new. I haven't used it much. In fact, I was just over on the map kernel looking at this truck. I was actually. I was trying to figure an idea for a video, and I was like, I could make a video about this truck. I just need to find a use for it. I was like, yeah, what could you use this truck for? Well, you use this truck for moving stuff, obviously, but I mean, like, what in particular? I don't know, but I think it'd be great for this. I mean, yeah, you would just use this to move vehicles. And, you know, this thing also functions as a scout vehicle, you know. It can move bigger things, I would assume, than the Pike because it's got a bigger bed. And it's got scout vehicle functions, you know, like the object scanner and winch and stuff like that. Well, the Pike has a winch. But I was just like, yeah, but like what specifically was this thing be good at? Well, this bed is rocket booster sized, so there's that. Let's see, we'll just go the same route as that crane. Should. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't used this vehicle much. Is it as capable as its four-wheel cousin? Perhaps. I figure it should be better with an extra axle. Although it's having a bit of a tricky time here, but this is really deep mud. Let's see if I can winch myself out of here. Actually, yes. Actually, that was quite the astute thing to do there. Alright, it got us forward a little bit. I think it's the weight of that trailer. Yeah, the weight of the trailer. The truck can move through the mud, but trying to pull that trailer, it's too much. We're just going to go grab the this guy here, and we'll just tow it. We'll tow the links with the other links. Could go around, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, but just grab this guy here, and let's go tow it. So then does this thing have a chance of pulling it? If that thing, well, yeah, so if that truck was having trouble pulling that trailer through the mud, then what makes me think that this truck could pull that truck and the trailer? Well, because we're going to put it in towing mode, of course. Here we go. Now we got two trucks pulling the trailer. This works. Yep. Good old links. And here, I still don't know if this entire thing is going to work. For all I know, they want us, and this is usually how these the objectives go. They want us to find the rocket booster, and then the next objective will be to transport them somewhere. But I just got this wild hair that we're going to try to sell the rockets and make money. We're going to try to profit off the rocket boosters first. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. Just park this guy over here. Now, let's go get that, well, that's why I brought this vehicle. I looked at it and I was like, hey, that's the same size as the trailer on the Lynx. And then it's like, hey, I was just trying to figure out, literally was. I sat there on Kernel for about 10 minutes just staring at this thing. Like, I want to make a video with this thing. It's brand new. You know, this truck here that we're driving came out with patch 2.0. It's brand new. Don't know what to do with it yet. Ooh, yeah, it's going to be a tight fit, but, get it? Let's see here. Oh man, that's it looks a lot bigger now that I got it here. Wow. Yeah, that's a big one. Let's try to swap real quick and then strap it before it rolls off. Oh crap, what's the strap button? Yeah, it doesn't have the same. I hit the object scanner because the object scanner is the strap button on other things. Here, I gotta turn this back on so I can see what it is. Strap cargo. What? Hold up. It thinks I'm trying to strap that. Well, luckily the booster didn't roll off. Here, put that away. That was probably just interfering with it. There we go. Strapped. All right. Okay. Now, let's move. We are going. Oh, first of all, let's kill this waypoint off. All right, we're following this. Yeah, once we hit... Okay, I know where we're going. Yeah. Once we hit that road up there... Well, I know that road because I made that road. You gotta make that road all the way from that base down in like the southeast corner, all the way from there to this damn... What am I... Stupid thing. Yeah, this truck. So to work those commands in this truck, you have to use the... Well, I'm on Xbox controller, right? I'm on PC, but I'm using an Xbox controller. Weird thing, yeah, quirky things about this vehicle. To work the commands, you have to hold the right bumper to pull up that menu. But when you do that, it deploys the winch. Just seems a little silly. But I guess as long as you know that it does that, it's like, okay. But I didn't, yeah, I forgot about that. I drove away. I was dragging a tree with me. I was like, what the heck? Oh. Okay, so, yeah, this road I know because This was a tough route to build when you start off here. Again, by comparisons to where we're at in Kernel, piece of cake. But coming here to Deluge, this was the first place I think where the difficulty really felt like it ramped up. Because, yeah, let me make sure I know where I'm at. Yeah, that's the dam. Yeah, this is the road. Because you have to build a road all the way from this base. Yeah, or actually not from the base, from this tunnel. You have to build the base from a road from that tunnel all the way up here to the dam, a route all the way up there. I think so, something like that. Either way, you end up doing it. If it's not one specific objective, then it's several. But you end up with a road all the way up here. So what I'm saying is, yeah, I remember this road, and even however many hours later, coming back to Deluge after I've been on the other maps since then. You see this place and you're like, oh, I remember these roads. Whoa, my trailer is sliding off the side of the thing. Heavy trailer. Still remember all the progress I did here. Now here, I think we got to cut across this. Yeah, we got to cut across this here. Yep, I see the road. Nice and easy. Now watch, I get this all the way to Construction Depot. It doesn't take it, it won't sell it, and then the next objective is to transport it somewhere very far away from here, where I end up having to truck it like even farther. Yeah, it's very possible, but I see this thing and I'm like, wow, I bet that thing might sell for a lot of money. Let's find out. Now here, is there a... do I have a way around this big steep... Nah, I can't really see the incline from up here. I'm afraid I might get this trailer high-centered on this transition to this road, so we'll be careful. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, we won't high-center on it. Okay. Now, this is very loosely defined as a road, but it is a road. It's passable. I somehow did run a route down this. This was before, like what we're doing on Kernel now, where I'm just paving everything. Well, part of the reason I decided to pave every road on Kernel was partly because of this map here, because again, this map here is kind of where I do feel the difficulty really started ramping up from maybe the second time, like this was one of the places where the difficulty definitely ramped up. And this map here, I struggled a lot as I was trying to get by with the bare minimum for the roads, and the routes here were trickier than previous maps. And that's so this map is part of why when I got to Kernel, I decided I'm going to pave everything. It was partly from my experience here. These routes were tricky, and I was still, as you can see, trying to get by without paving them. Now, this here, I have lost trucks over this. This is pretty steep, but I think we'll be fine here. I think... whoa, yeah, I see that sunken semi over there. Perfect example. That is a story that one of the later objectives here, like one of the last objectives maybe, let's see if I can push this thing back, is you have to transport these 3 huge objects. And my idea, instead of doing it with 3 trips, I was going to do it with 1 trip on that semi. So I piled everything on that semi. Great idea, but only made it that far. Anyway, so it sits there as a reminder of trying to transport too many things at one time. That's what happens. But I did get all 3 objects, whatever it was. Oh, they had to go to the dam. Yeah, you had to transport them from all the way from the other side of the map over to the dam where we just came from. I got the things that far, so I figured partial victory, so I just unloaded the stuff from there and took them one at a time from there. Watch it, fishtail here. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, coming. Oh, total jackknife. I saw that coming with all that momentum I had going down that hill. Oof, man. That could have pulled me with it. That was really close to pulling me with it, actually. That could have gone, yeah, that could have gone way wrong. That could have pulled the truck with it and just tipped the whole thing over. Now here, if we hook up around to the right, we're going to want to hook up to the right. We can go straight through this, but there's a bunch of tree trunks here we could get hung up on, so we're going to hook around to the right around the tree trunks. This place I know, because I made a lot of trips up here to the construction depot. Little kind of almost like a road here that goes through the tree stumps. Yep. Right into the backyard of the construction depot. Now, let's see if this was all any kind of a waste or I don't know. So yeah, you can sell it. 8,000. All right. So, can you sell rocket boosters? Yes, you can for 8,000 apiece. Is that a lot? I don't think so, because I think there's other things to sell for more. But there's that. See, I found, yeah, I found it for the, like here, how much is this, how much do these forklifts sell for? I never sell these, but I understand they sell for money. Can I pull this into the thing? If I just push my trailer out of the way, can I pull this into the thing? Oh, 5,000. Okay, so, yeah, it sells for more than a forklift, at least. I didn't know how much they sell for. I know some people say they sell those fork trucks, and I know they sell for money. I didn't know how much. Stupid trailer. Out of my way, trailer. Out of my way. All right. Oh, my diff lock was off. There we go. So, yeah, so anyway, so I'm doing the mission, and I see that, yeah, it lit up yellow, and I was like, I bet we could sell it. All right, but is it worth hauling all those to this place for 8,000 a pop? Well, I don't know. How bad do you want 8,000 bucks, right? So, where's the rest of these? Okay, we got... Yeah, watch, I complete this objective, and then we do have to take them somewhere, and somehow the game didn't account for me wanting to sell them, and so then I broke the quest because I can't do the next step of it. Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah. All right, so we got one there, one up there, and one way over there. All right, well, we're close to this one already. Yeah, that was kind of a crazy quest. No, I'm probably not gonna... well, here's what we'll do, though. Maybe I'll leave markers by them, so if I decide I want to, I can do it at my own time. Yeah, because that was pretty time-consuming. I mean, that was very time-consuming. All right, here's a search area up here. Now we know what we're looking for. I didn't know what I was looking for when I went for the other one. I mean, I knew, yeah, rocket booster, but now we know exactly what it looks like. All right, we're looking for anything rocket boostery. How... Wow, that's steep. Oh, wow. Wow, I thought that was... guys, we lost our truck. There's no... Hold up. I think it's good for now. Yeah, so I'm driving up this, and I just parked it there. How did I... I thought it was just a hill. I guess we lost our truck. I don't see getting out of this. Very slowly, we can try. We're going to try very slowly and carefully to get out of here. Nah. That's BS. I thought I was just... Well, you heard me just casually talking, right? I thought I was just parking on top of a hill, not the precipice of a cliff. All right, no way out of that. All right, we are back out here. I was tired of wheels. We're going to try tank treads instead. And we're looking for a rocket booster. Yeah, I brought this guy out. Wanted to change. I feel like this guy's faster in a lot of circumstances. Also, this guy can knock over trees. That thing kept getting stuck on tree stumps. Yeah, I kept running into freak tree stumps, and this thing just chews that kind of stuff up. Yeah, this thing is... I think this thing's faster. Look at this. We're hauling across this area here. Come on, tree. Fall down, tree. Wait. We find the rocket booster? I feel like we did. Yeah, we did. Where's it at? I was just tapping object scanner, and I just kind of noticed that this same thing happened with the first one too. See, I don't think we have to do anything with them because it's not marking them as objects. So, well, which would be good because because we already sold one. Yeah, this thing was hauling through here, and I was just kind of tapping my scanner, not paying attention. I want to find the booster, and we'll mark it so I can come back later and sell it. I don't want to go on and like lose my place of where it was at. Well, I don't see it. We're gonna have to manually visually scan here. It's definitely something. Yeah. It's got to be something. It's not worth coming to get, but we're gonna mark it anyway. We'll mark it. Let's put a special marker by it, like yellow star. All right, where's the next one? Okay, looks like if we just follow this road around this facility here, it'll take us up the hill, and we're going to want to keep our eyes peeled for, well, apparently they don't all look the same. That last one was just kind of a shell of one or something. It was just like, yeah, if what we found, if what I saw and Mark was it wasn't much. It was just like a casing of a part or something. This time I'm watching the right side of the screen so I can see when the scanner flags it. I wasn't doing that last time. Okay, so I took a trip through... Oh, you know what? I bet that's it right there. What is that? Oh, that's one of those little... I don't... This is not it. Here, let's stop here. That's one of those toys that you can sell. Right on top of that thing right there. Yeah, a little red on top of that thing. That's one of those toys that you can sell. Let's delete that, and let's put a marker here. Whoops, darn it. Let's put a red thing, because it's a red toy that you can sell right there. Those things sell for, I don't know, I forget. They sell for something. Plus, they're secret hidden things. I want to find them all. All right, so that's not where the booster is. Let's see, where else haven't I not searched? Oh, no. Oh, no. This thing's always so good at that. This thing's so good at jumping up. That's usually why I prefer tracked vehicles for things like this, because they're great at not flipping over. Low center of gravity and all. Well, all right, same exact spot. This time, let's just not flip over like that. There we go. I didn't have enough speed the first time. All right, rocket parts, where you be? Find a future reference on Deluge. I just got an achievement. It says find a future reference on Deluge. What? Something to do with this truck, maybe? I don't know what they mean by that. No clue what that meant. Yeah, I'm assuming you probably didn't see that achievement, but an achievement popped up just now, right when I drove into this. Find a future reference on Deluge. I don't know personally, but there you go. Oh, I see it. It's dead ahead. And this one's... Wait, that's lit up blue, not yellow. Maybe that's not it. That's just a pipe. That must just be a pipe. That's just a pipe. That's lit up blue. Yeah. Oh, that's a pipe that I changed. That's a... Yeah, right there's a pipe you have to repair. Okay, where have I not been in this area? I just circled down through here. We're coming back up to... This is where we started. It was literally right in front of me is where we started. Where have we not been? This area over here, I guess. No, we came through there. Yeah, no, that's where we came through. All right, so we came in through here. I was scanning for objects the whole way. We followed this road right through here. Scanning. I broke here. Scan. Came down here to this. Nothing. Scan. All the way up here. Went around the tip of this pipe here where this breaks off. Scanning the whole way down here. Where's that cliff that I jumped off? It's by a bunch of equipment. Oh, yeah, right here. Here's where we jumped, that sand quarry. Here's where we, jumped and flipped the thing the first time, right? Came down here, down this gully. Scanning. Here's that truck where I found it, gave me that achievement just now, and then we came here. So we have done basically a circle around the whole thing. Well, first we came through the center, then here, and then there. So where have I not scanned? Maybe like here. There could potentially be like right here, a spot where maybe the scanner didn't hit. But this is so thick in here. How could anything even be in here? Oh, but it is. Boom, there you go. It's another, I'll put another mark by. I don't think anything, I don't think it's anything. I think the first one that I found was the only one that would have been worth selling, but I'm going to come back here and get these regardless, because who knows. It just seems to me that, like, maybe rocket parts, or like, I don't know. It's like, I guess, okay, so I've played a lot of games, and it seems like to me one of those things where it's like, hey man, did you do the mission where you find those rocket parts? Yeah, I found that. It seemed kind of pointless. No, man, if you take those to the thing and sell them, they sell for like a lot of money. Didn't you know that? You see what I'm saying? That's like totally one of those things that would have been like a secret like that. So I'm going to go back and we're going to sell these anyway. Yeah, because it totally sounds like one of those secrets that there's things in games that I missed and didn't go back and do. In a long while. Oh, darn it. No. Whew. That's so easy to do. Like, it's so easy to do. And I know to watch that when you bump up onto these bridges, that little bump right there. Yeah, it's so easy to do. Let's check over here. You think it could be on this island? I think if I were them, that's the kind of thing, tricky thing that I would do. Yeah. Well, it's all foggy over there anyway. I hadn't been over there anyway, so let's go explore that island. Or peninsula, whatever it is. I have to go around. Found it. There it is. Ah, it's another big booster piece. Well, we'll come by and put a marker here. Oh, darn it. But, yellow stars. So the yellow stars are rocket booster pieces. Alright, so I didn't get a voice line for that or anything. Just, alright, so that's that. That one probably sells for another 8,000. I wonder what those smaller pieces sell for. I mean, I'm going to find out. I got to say, I was hoping that'd be... I mean, it's just a side objective, I know, but I was hoping that'd be part of a, you know, like a chain of side objectives. You know, as in, like, what's the story about, you know, there being rocket booster pieces here? Well, I guess the story would be that somewhere around here there's, like, a space launch center or something, right? And then that could be... Yeah, there's opportunity for that to be, like, tied into other things. It's like, oh, yeah, well, there's a space shuttle, you know, facility nearby, and that's why there's booster pieces here, because we launch rockets, and it could be, like, a whole thing, but apparently, that's just that, and there's no explanation. Yeah, so I'm going to check out those, I'm going to sell those rocket booster parts on my own time. It's probably nothing. I'm also going to go out and retrieve that. I'll probably have that in the video. I'm going to go retrieve that little red toy that I found in the middle of that swamp. That's cool. I hardly ever find those. So that's cool, that little toy location out there. Probably show that. But in the next video, I'll let you guys know if anything happened with the rocket boosters. Probably not, but I'm gonna go haul them all to the construction depot to sell them, just because I think it's cool that there's rocket parts out here. I'm gonna sell them. I'll let you guys know what happened with them. Probably nothing. For now, guys, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you guys real soon here next time. I got some other stuff that's coming up. So I'll see you. Yeah, I'll see you then. Until then, catch you guys later. Peace out.